What's up, soul family? It's another day on Starship Earth, and we're sending gratitude into the cosmos. Today I want to talk about something that I know a lot of us experience during our spiritual awakening journeys, and something that I personally have experienced as well. And that is loneliness. Loneliness occurs when we're feeling a deep lack of connection with ourselves and with the people around us. You know, as I was going through my spiritual awakening, and I still am, of course, but as I was really transforming the first couple years, I started to feel really disconnected with the people around me. And I started to feel disconnected with my normal hobbies and, you know, just my day-to-day life, my day-to-day routines. And that's because I was transforming as a person. My perspective on life was expanding. My belief systems were expanding. And this was causing me to feel a disconnection with the people I was hanging around with. And that's because I had a new focus in life. And that focus was to expand spiritually, to self-discover. And as we're going through this awakening process, spirit, the divine, whatever you want to call it, the higher consciousness starts to pull us. And for the longest time, I always felt this deep lack of connection within myself. I felt this void, like something was missing. Even when I was hanging around people, I always felt this void. I felt like something in my life was missing. I just couldn't put my finger on it yet. But this feeling, this deep feeling, was actually more of a calling. It was calling me to start spending more alone time, to start spending more time in solitude so I could discover this connection. And that's when I really, you know, I lost a lot of friends, but in that process I gained so much connection. I gained so much, just so much connection with myself that I never knew existed before. You know, spirit starts leading us and guiding us to discovering this connection. You know, that's what this spiritual awakening is all about. It's all about finding that connection, connecting with our soul, connecting with the divine. So this deep void I was feeling all the time is what eventually led me to finding this connection, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have the experiences I had that led me to finding that. And I know a lot of you watching this video who are going through a spiritual awakening, you also had some experiences that caused you a lot of pain and suffering, or caused you to feel a void within yourself. You know, before my spiritual awakening, before I started getting into all of this, basically all I did was smoke weed all day, drink alcohol, play video games all day, just anything to distract myself from this void. Because whenever I was alone with myself, I would feel it. Even when I was around people, I would feel it. And it's only natural that we desire connection as human beings, as spiritual beings inhabiting human vessels. We are meant to be communicating, we are meant to be uniting, and we are meant to be experiencing this amazing physical experience together. But there's an agenda out there that's pushing to separate us, that's pushing to divide us. And that's kind of why we feel this disconnection. This society, the way this civilization is programmed, it's programmed to keep us disconnected from ourselves, from our true self, from our connection with the divine, with our divine self. So it's an action of rebellion when you choose to connect with yourself, and when you choose to share that connection with others. And that's often why we start feeling this disconnection in the first place, when we are going through our spiritual awakening, when we don't feel like we're resonating with the people around us. That's because your focus has changed. You're now focusing on things that you truly value, that is truly in alignment with your soul. So anything that is not alignment with your soul, you start to feel that disconnection with. You start to feel that the energy is off, that you are not aligned with that energy. So anything that distorts your consciousness, that distorts your energy, you start to feel like you want to disconnect from that. You want to go a different path and choose a different way of living. Because the people that are on the spiritual awakening journey, the people that are starting to connect with themselves, they start to crave natural living, natural foods, deep connections, being their authentic self. And that is like our inner compass. That is our guiding compass, showing us where we can go forward in alignment with ourself and with the divine. Our soul is always guiding us through the way we feel within. If we listen to our inner intuition, we will know which way to go. We will know what feels right and what feels not aligned with our being. So that's something that's really helped me on my path, is really listening to my inner guidance and my inner compass. And it's okay that you're not resonating with people. It's okay that you are staying away from old friends. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means you are not aligned with their path. They're going their path and you're choosing the path that is meant for you. You know, sometimes we can feel guilty that we aren't answering certain phone calls, that we're putting up boundaries with certain people. I know I experienced that a lot when I was not hanging out with people I used to hang out with. I would feel kind of guilty that I was just choosing a different way. But the thing is, you choosing to not hang out with certain people, you choosing to move on and let go of certain things in your life, this is a huge act of self-love. This is you choosing your highest path. This is you choosing your heart's desire and choosing what will truly make you happy in the long run, what will truly align you with your highest path and what you are truly passionate about. So remember that. Remember that you're not a bad person for letting go of certain aspects, certain things in your life. You're not a bad person. Remember that when you're feeling guilty, when you're feeling like you let somebody down, just remember that you are honoring yourself. And when you honor yourself, you are also honoring others. And moving forward in your life, you will continue to keep honoring yourself, because every time you make that choice, you are choosing to be on that path. You're choosing to be on that path of self-love. You're choosing to be on that path. So this loneliness that we feel during our spiritual awakening, it is a huge part of our transformation. Spirit is guiding us back to ourselves. Everything that we experience, all the messages and lessons that we experience during this life, it is all guiding us back to the self, back to the heart, back to the soul, so that we may be connected again, so that we may live a life of authenticity. And it's a really beautiful thing. And being able to be happy and content with being alone, that doesn't mean you can't connect with other people, but just having that sanctuary, having that stability and foundation to connect with is extremely important. It's important for ourselves and for our relationships, so that we're not codependent on outside connections, on external forces, so that we can always look within for answers, for connection, for love. So that is what Spirit is guiding us towards when we feel that lack of connection. And as we as we build this internal connection, as we find that love in ourselves, this will start attracting others that have also found this connection. This will start gravitating people towards us that are resonating with our frequency. And then that's when we'll start attracting new friends and new people that are on similar paths, that have a similar focus in life, that want to experience similar experiences. You know, on my path, I've attracted so many different connections online with people who I truly resonate with. Sure, it's not in the physical, but I don't know what I would do without the friends I've made online, the people that I've shared my experiences with, the people that I connect with, and we activate each other and help guide each other. You know, I don't know what I would do without you guys. So I'm grateful for the people that are watching this video, and I'm grateful for all my friends that support me. I really appreciate it, and I'm grateful to be connected with who I'm connected with, and I'm grateful for the connections that I will attract in the future. And I've also attracted a couple people in the physical as well. Some of us have, you know, moved and went on different paths, but it goes to show that we will attract people with our energy and with our frequency. So if you are ever feeling alone, or if you're feeling alone right now, just know that this is a temporary feeling. This is a temporary experience, and you will connect more in the future. This is just a part of your transformation and your healing process. This is helping you connect more to yourself and more to your heart, and helping you open your heart to connect more, to connect on a deeper level. And it may seem like you're alone on a physical level, but on an energetic level, on a dimensional level, there is so much happening. There's so many beings around us, supporting us. So yeah, that's the message I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you found something helpful within this message. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel, Soul Expansion, if you want to hear more channeled messages from me in the future. And hit that bell button so that you're notified when I post a new video. Hope you all have an amazing day. Peace, guys. Much love.